Hello, Gargi. Welcome to my life.
Hello.
How are you?
Thank you so much for having me. I'm good. How are you?
Very fine. So, let me introduce myself first. Well, my name is Arpita Chatterjee, and I have embarked my professional career at the age of 19 years as a receptionist, and eventually I reached the position of business head. So, I have more than 20 years of work experience in education industry, and for last 2.5 years, I was working with eminent mentors, and now I become a mindset and life coach. So, Gargi, please share something about you because I know that you are the youngest life coach, and you are TEDx speaker also. So I'm really welcoming you, warm hearted. Please share something about you and your journey.
Yes, so first of all, thank you so much for having me here, and to all the people who are going to watch this. So, like my name is Gargi Arya. I am 17 years old right now, and like basically my journey of life coaching. Before I get to my introduction, I'll just share about how it all started. So it started during COVID pandemic. Actually, I was in depression. I lost someone I loved, not because of death but because of some clashes in our family. And like you can imagine, when someone leaves you who is close to your heart, you somewhere get a little disappointed, you somewhere get all the hurt feelings. And that was my state. Like I couldn't accept whatever was happening, and so like soon my sadness, it started turning into depression. And like one day I also attempted to kill myself because I wasn't able to kind of share, or maybe wasn't able to come out of my own toxicity and negative thoughts that I was in. So that was the journey which I literally began. Like when I attempted that step, at that point of time I realized that, Gargi, if you can't do this also, then you must face whatever is happening in your life. And so from there my journey to personal development actually started. So like I started attending a lot of international webinars, like I started writing a book in order to polish my skills. And from then on, like my journey to becoming the youngest life coach in India, it actually started. So right now, if I just have to introduce myself, my name is Gargi Arya. I'm 17 years old. Like I'm a TEDx speaker, India's youngest certified life coach, trainer, hope no healer, and author of 4 books.
Wow, that was amazing, Gargi.
Thank you so
In
much.
a so young age, you have really achieved so much, and I'm sure you are achieve a lot in future also. The best part about you is that very young age, because of certain reason, of course, challenges are part of life. Everyone is facing
Yes,
challenge, but the best part is about your story. What I feel that even in challenge, you can at least identify the passion, that what exactly is your passion, and now you are living your passion. There are millions of people
yes,
who never identified what their passion is, and they are working in that place where which they are not interested at all. Even I have experienced the same thing. I working in corporate. It was so much of politics, so much of you can say, "Well, I'm not happy, but still we have to do it." Even in the research also, we have found that Monday there are maximum heart attacks is happening. Why? Because no one want to no go their office which they don't like. So that is a, I'm kudos to you that in a very young age you have understood that what is your passion, and I'm 100% sure that you will grow like anything. So all the best for your life,
thank
for
you
your
so
career.
much.
Okay, so Gargi, today we have chosen a very, very interesting topic, that is, mindset is everything, or you can say how we can overcome, how we can, change our mindset from negative to positive. So what I feel like, even I have read one book by Carol Dweck, Mindset Itself, where author has emphasized on the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. Right, as we all know that mind is like a parachute, until it will not work, until it will not, we are open it. But we are like, because of our conditioning, because of our environment, because of our family, parents and all, we become a very fixed mindset, and it's very difficult to change, in spite of the fact that we know that we are in a very toxic thing, but still we are in a comfort zone. Like for example, cigarette, like in packet there are very dangerous movies, there is photos are there, but still people are smoke, right? Because they know that is harmful, but still they are used to it, or you can say that they are in a comfort zone. So what do you think that how why they are in a comfort zone, and why they are in a fixed mindset, and then gradually we can discuss how to overcome this, please.
Yes. First of all, thank you so much for asking that question, because I think there's always a difference between, having a dream in your mind and actually following the path towards that dream. First of all, coming to your question of why people have a tendency to live in a comfort zone. So, if you are going to, like go into this depth of why people actually stay in their comfort zone, is because since the time human evolution actually started on this earth, so what happened at that point of time for them, their survival mode was that they need to protect themselves from the wild animals, they needed to protect themselves from the dangerous weather conditions that they were having. So at that point of time, for them survival meant to protect them from danger, and for them danger was animals and this dangerous weather. But if you will see this evolution till today, the same thing has happened, that all of us, we are conditioned to live in a in a comfort zone. Today the danger for us is not that we are sitting in our homes and someone is going to kill us, not that type of danger. For us, our danger is taking risk or doing something which is outside our comfort zone. Let's say if I tell anybody of you who is very shy, or just any person, I tell that you need to make a dance, you need to make a video on camera, all they are going to do is they are going to get all the limiting beliefs, because always they have believed that how can I come up on camera, I'm too shy, what will other people think of me. So it's preconditioned since millions of years that humans are, they have a tendency to live in the comfort zone, and they are always into this tendency that I don't want to go outside my comfort zone and take any risk, because there is always a fear of not being loved. There is always a like, if you will see the whole fears, like fear of failure, fear of success, and all the kind of fear like judgment, criticism, they all are rooting from two different, the two main categories of fears. First is fear of losing everything that we have currently in our lives. What if we lose all of it? What if I need to start again? How will I do it? The second kind of fear that people are having is, they you might have seen that people suffer from feeling not being enough. I'm not being enough, like I'm not good enough, maybe I'm this type, maybe I'm that type. So everybody is trying to fit in just to come in the good books of everyone. But under this fear also, there is a very big fear which people have of not being loved, not being accepted by their own loved ones. And that is from where this tendency of living in your comfort zone actually comes. Now, how to break this pattern is to first identify what is happening in your life till all, like take an analysis of 10 years. Because first the key to having a breakthrough in your life is to understand your pattern. Which pattern are you living in? Like, I had a pattern of separation. Whenever I used to get attached with someone, they something would happen and they would go away from my life. So this is a pattern that I had, and I am trying to break it now. At least first the step is I have identified that this is my pattern. So everyone, first, whoever is living in their comfort zone, they need to identify what is their pattern that they have been following since long. Second thing
True.
that they need to understand is, once they have identified it, how can you start replacing that pattern is the biggest challenge that people have. But the first step is to always identify, take 100% responsibility of your life. Because remember, whatever choices you made in your life, they made you whoever you are. So it's
True.
not that you didn't have any choice at that point of time. You had, but at that point of time, through whatever knowledge and wisdom you had, you just chose that option and went away with life. But it's because
Wonderful.
of the choices you have made, you are listening to this right now. Whatever choices you have made, you are in your life wherever you are, right? The second thing is, once you identify your pattern, replace that pattern. Let's say if I have a pattern of separation, then what can I do? Whatever, like, I just need to notice what have I been always doing. Let's say if someone went away from my life, what would be my general reaction, what would be my natural reaction? I would blame, I would complain, I would just not learn the message. But right now, how am I replacing it? I'm trying to be patient. I know that God has a better plan for me, and I know it will
True.
happen. Like, God has a better plan for me. And one of my mentor always says that you, whenever you don't get whatever you want in your life at a specific point of time, just know that you just need to ask yourself, do I want this, or can I have something better in my life? It I
Wonderful.
know it's easier said than done. I am very easily saying this, but in order to apply these kind of things in your life, it takes a lot of courage. But remember, all
Definitely.
you need to do is identify your pattern, identify what is your goal, have clarity in your goal, and start taking small steps towards your goal. And start surrounding yourself with those people who are like minded. Because let's say if I'm surrounding myself with negative people, with the people who drain me emotionally, with the people who aren't understanding me, my self worth, my self respect, my own self esteem will go down. Because I'm not
True.
surrounding myself with the people who can, like, cheer up for me, who can motivate me, who can support me. So you are the sum of the five people you surround yourself with, and these are
True.
some of the things how you can, start going from a fixed to a growth mindset.
Wonderful. You have wonderfully explained everything itself. Yes, you are absolutely right. Even, I can share the same, because when I was working, 20 years, and when I decided that I now need to take a leap and I had to start my own journey as a coach, people around, like my own parents, in-laws, my husband has said that you are doing a blunder mistake. Don't do this. Why? Because of course I have worked hard and achieved one position. I was in a peak of my position as a business, and I was earning well. And that time, I again need to start a risk. Of course, need a lot of courage, lot of guts, and that. But again, the same mindset people have, that they're saying that they are always demotivating me. Don't do this. It's not
Yes,
good. But I understand this. But at the same time, what I feel, what I learned from your story also, the way you have overcome all these things. I think there's one step that is that you have very wonderfully you have explained, that one step is very important. I believe that 4A process is very important. Like first, that you say that awareness mode. Of course, you need to be aware that yes, you what you want in your life. And second is acceptance. Of course, that you very beautifully explained, that acceptance is very important. And then third is of course the action, and fourth is adherence. But Gargi, first and second step still is easy for people. Like awareness mode also, they feel like yes, they get motivated. Yes, I can do. I want to do. Like for example, in the morning, they want to wake up in the morning, early morning. They always have aware mode. Yes, I want to, wake up in the morning, and then acceptance also fine. But the third step is very difficult. That taking action. So, what do you suggest, that what the person need to do to take the action? Because I know if you will not take action, then you will never be transformed. You
yes.
agree or not, right? Yes.
Agree. See, what I feel about action taking is, you can only take action if you feel your dream is big enough. Why are we doing the Insta live? Why are we doing this YouTube live? Because both of us are having a very huge vision of helping people, of making a difference in people's lives, and that's why we
True.
are able to take such steps. It's not that you are very confident in front of camera, or I am very confident in front of camera. We too go through all the limiting beliefs. But the one thing I know about taking action is, if your dream is not big enough, you will never get motivated to take any action step towards it. So the first thing is, understand whether you are actually dreaming small or whether you are actually dreaming big. A
Yes.
lot of us, we are so conditioned in our own minds that we don't even know that we are subconsciously becoming our own limitations. No one is telling us that you need to dream till this point only, कि आपको इसी level तक dream रखनी है. You can
True.
imagine, like you can imagine so many things and you can actually do them, but only if you believe in yourself. One of the things why people feel risky whenever it comes to taking action is, what will other people think of me. So the first thing, I'll just speak about the fears part so that action taking becomes a very smooth and easy. So when I started, I was very afraid to make videos. My vision was not very big as it is now, but yes, I started with a vision that I need to impact lives, I need to inspire people around me. So the first thing was when I started as just an international motivational speaker. So one of the things which I was always afraid of is how to make videos in front of camera, how to even speak, because whenever I would see my videos, I would just feel, oh my god, I'm stumbling so much, I'm doing this, I am not looking good, and this and that. So I was just doing self judgment. But one of my friends told me that, Gargi, you yourself are a motivational speaker and you are not even confident about making videos.
Yes.
And that somewhere, maybe, I don't know whether it hit my ego or something happened that it hurted me a lot. So I gave myself a 21 days challenge that now I am going to take action on videos. अब तो किसी ने बोल दिया, अब मुझे करना पड़ेगा.
क्या
So
बात
that
है.
is first thing. The next thing that you need to understand whenever you are taking action is why people resist to take action is their spotlight is always them. I
Yes.
became confident on videos when I turned the spotlight to the people I want to help. कोई नहीं देख रहा कौन कितना सुंदर है, कौन कैसा दिखता है, कोई नहीं
Super.
देखता कौन कितना प्रोफेशनल है. लोग सिर्फ आपको सुनने में इंटरेस्टेड है. And if you
True.
are able to impact people's lives, these things should not matter to you. So my fear,
Wonderful.
like I'll tell you my first video story also. When I started my first video which I made, the first comment was a criticism that who wants to listen to you, little motivational speaker? You go drink milk and sleep. This was the statement, and I still remember it till today. But at that point of time, बुरा जरूर लगा कि
बोलेगा.
I made first video और उसी पर ऐसा comment आ गया. But I just challenge myself once again that अगर इस इंसान को लगता है कि एक छोटा बच्चा, क्योंकि लाइफ में ज्यादातर लोग यही देखेंगे जब वो they are going to see me, the first statement they say is, how can you as a little girl motivate and inspire us? So I gave myself a challenge once again कि if they feel I'm not mature enough to inspire them, I will not be able to impact and inspire them. I gave myself a challenge once again, अब फिर करना पड़ेगा because इस इंसान को ऐसा लगता है और मुझे इसको प्रूव करना है. So in the beginning, it's not that I'm trying to prove anybody, but in the beginning, you need to listen to such criticism so that आपके अंदर वो fire ignite होता रहेगा. Today also, when someone criticizes me, one of the things I know is I turn every fear into a fuel for me to grow. So if
Wonderful.
whatever, and one of the things which I know is philosophy of stretching. If you think you can't do it, then that's a calling for you that you must do it. अगर तुमको
Superb.
किसी चीज में कॉन्फिडेंट नहीं हो, so and if you feel you can't do this, that's your calling to go there. If I am not able to willing to show up, that's my calling that I need to be there. Today, today was the last day of my school life, and I was feeling so emotional after coming back to school. Abhi bhi, like before coming here, I was feeling sad. I was feeling all those kind of, nostalgia feelings. But
Yes.
one of the things I know is, and I was, trying to escape from every interview I had planned. So today, after this, one more thing is there. So I thought I'll cancel it. But then I remembered one thing that, if I can't, then I must. if I
Yeah.
लोग show up हर रोज कर देते हैं, but you know your courage always speaks when you show up even when you yourself are not in a good state. So
Superb.
that these are some of the fears that people need to address before you take action. You know, ask yourself the right questions. Why don't I want to take action? Is my dream not big enough? Do am I procrastinating? Why am I procrastinating? Why am I not getting things done? Are there any underlying fears? So you need to address each one of them, ताकि धीरे धीरे करके you can start taking action. And once you start, always remember the first step is the toughest step you will ever have to take. My first video, my first reel, my first offline event, my first like whatever I did for the first time, my first webinar, my first challenge, it was all so scary. But today if you have to but today even if you wake me up at 3 a.m. and tell me that I want to interview you or I need to interview someone, I'll do it. Because
Wow.
अब मुझे वो used to हो चुकी है ये सारी चीजें, right? So it's just
Wonderful.
that the first step is always the difficult one, but then you can go ahead.
Wonderful, wonderful. Even we both have learned from same mentor, that is Pooja Punit ma'am, and she always emphasized one thing, that whenever someone jealous with you, you always feel proud that okay, that means you are doing something
Yes.
great. That's the reason people are jealous you. So you should not worry about the comments, because of course you are doing great. That's the reason people are making this kind of comment. I also faced lot of this kind of comment in my life,
Yes.
because everyone is saying lot of things, but it's very important, if you believe in yourself, genuinely others can believe on you. And you are absolutely correctly said that practice makes a man perfect. Of course, clarity comes by engagement. Clarity will not comes by sitting in front of TV or Netflix, and you are thinking, I want to do this thing, I want to do
Yes.
this thing. Of course you have to jump on it. Like अगर मुझे तैरना सीखना है, मैं पानी को देख के तो नहीं तैर पाऊंगी ना, डूबना पड़ेगा मुझे. That is wonderful, you have explained. That is really good. So now when you talk about the mindset, like I personally believe that being a mindset coach, that mindset is everything. Because if you really feel that yes, it is required, you can do that. But I can share you one story of my student. Recently, yesterday only, I was counseling that student. He is working in corporate sector, and he's saying that of course he hate his job, he literally hate his job. But because he has two kids, and his wife is not working, she is a homemaker. And but he can't sleep at night. Whole night he was just awaking, and whole night he was just thinking, like either past, overthinking either past or future. And he could not able to do that, and he feel handicapped, and that's the reason he took my help. So if in that situation, what help you, what guidance you can give to a person who will do overthink a lot? Like either we both know that that is not serve the purpose, but how, what advice you would like to give those people who are overthinking a lot?
Okay, so you are asking a overthinker herself. But yes, there are some of the things which I do whenever I do a lot of overthinking. First thing is, if you have someone in your life with whom you can share things, that is like great. Because like I am someone who doesn't like to open very much with someone. But yes, if you have someone in your life, if you have a true friend who can keep all your secrets, and you both are comfortable to share anything and everything to each other, then that's great. But I know this is not the case of everybody who's overthinking. So the first thing that you need to understand is, there are 3 steps to change anything in your life. But mostly people start the opposite side. So the 3 steps are like, you need to change your state, you need to change your story, and then you need to change your strategy. But people always try to first change, how can I start, or how can I stop overthinking. That means they're always stuck with how, but they're not able to get to the why part. And in life, if you don't know why you are overthinking, and whatever you are overthinking on, are you actually, is that thing under your control, or is it out of your control? Because one of the things I know from my personal experiences and what I have observed in other people is, we mostly overthink about the things we don't have control over. If
Yes,
someone is going from my life, can I control them? No, right? Can I tell them? No, right? Can I beg them that please don't go? I can try till some point to make things, come to a stable state. But if someone wants to go, then I can't stop them. So first thing is, you need to change your state. You need
yes,
to change the perspective through which you are looking life at. And remember, जो लोग भी ये बोलते हैं ना, like life is so negative, life feels like hell, life is this, life is that. It's all about where are you focusing on, because
definitely.
we never experience the whole life. Life has negative things also, life has positive things also. And this statement I learned from Tony Robbins, that wherever you never experience the whole life, you only experience that part where you focus at. So
Yes,
if I am too focused on the negative side of my life, it's genuine that I will overthink. It's natural that I will get all the negative thoughts in my head. But if suppose, I know how to focus on the positive thoughts, I'm not someone who believes in positivity. I'm not someone who believes that you always need to stay positive. You always need to live in now moment. That's not how I look at, because whenever things happen with us, we need to feel them also, because until and unless you're not going to feel your pain, you can never heal from that pain. So you need to feel every part of your life, whether it's happy, whether it's negative, whether it's sad, whether it's worst, whether it's the best. Whatever part of your life you are experiencing, give it your best, but don't allow your emotions to have a control on you. Like, sometimes I become a person whose emotions are controlling her. Like, sometimes my emotions, especially the emotional part, it gets too much that I start thinking about, like, why is it not happening? I get all, like, it's when, if I'm focusing on the negative part, throughout my life up until now, whatever has not worked out for me, I will focus on that. And at the end of my day, I will only say life feels like hell, मेरी life में ऐसा ही होता है हमेशा. So the first thing you need to understand is, change your state. Whenever you feel you are overthinking, first step is, move your body, move
yes,
your physical body. The more you involve your physical part, the better thoughts you will get in your head, and the worst will leave. So that's my first step, that change your state. If you like, what Tony Robbins suggests is, whenever you are focusing too much on the negative side of your life, just have some signature signs in you, that if suppose I'm overthinking, I'll just clap and I just say, okay man, now you need to focus on the other side of life. So
wow,
that's the first thing. Change your state. Dance if you want to, sing if you want to. There's nobody who can judge you whenever you are alone. Second thing that you need to do is change your story.
yes,
Once you change your state, once you know that you were focusing too much on the negative part of your life, change your story and ask yourself, what was the old story that I was telling myself? Because remember, it's life, there is no good or bad, there is no right or wrong. It's just that what I feel is right for me, what you feel is right for me. And everyone is coming from different experiences, and what may be right for me may not be right for you. What may be right for you may not be right for me. So it's not that we have some right or wrong rules. It's just that, what meaning are we looking through, what meaning are we giving it to that situation. So if you yourself are misunderstanding the situation, ask yourself, what was the old story? Let's say if my best friend didn't call me on the day of my birthday, and I felt very bad. I felt sad that my closest friend didn't give me a call. So first story which I can give is, you know what, she must have got new friends in her life. That's why she's not, she has forgot me, right? She's not the same person anymore. That's my old story. But when I just change my state, and when I tell myself that there's always a new story, and I can tell myself maybe she's suffering through something in her life, that's why she didn't call me. Maybe she's not, maybe she got busy in some event. So this is something which you can do, and I myself can take the effort to call her, that, why don't you remember that today is my birthday? It's just that people want, everyone wants कि तुम मुझे पढ़ो, बट ऐसा नहीं होता. You, until and unless आप कुछ शेयर नहीं करोगे तो वो किसी को ऐसे समझ नहीं आएगा. And the third
True,
thing is, change your strategy. Once you
true.
change your state, once you change the feeling, once you change the story, once you change the meaning, then see what action step can I take now. Up until now I was overthinking, up until now I was feeling sad. Now when
True.
I have this new perspective in my mind, what can I do? Can I focus on my goals? Can I focus on calling someone and asking them how are they doing in their lives? So this is how people need to understand, that first you need to change your state, then strategy, then uh, state, then you need to change your story, and then you need to change your strategy.
Beautiful. Yes, you are absolutely right, because we all have studied in quantum physics that everything is made up of energy. And, of course, where our focus and attention goes, our energy flows. And, we all wanted to manifest everything, right? And the basic rule of manifestation is what? Raise your energy, raise your vibration, because like attracts like. Of course, you can't attract the good thing, you can't attract the, abundance if if your vibration is not high. So you very well explained, and of course, that FSFA method that you have said, that is also definitely working a lot, because F means fact, and then like obviously story, and the feeling, what you're feeling, and you can take
And
action accordingly.
action.
Beautifully, you have explained it. That is really important. But people are more go into the negative loop, and the moment they, just take 5 seconds. Like in the morning, if your eyes are open and you wanted to get up, but you feel lethargic, you have again going in a negative loop. But if you can just do that, step in a 5 second, like 1 2 3 4 5, and jump from your bed, you can do anything. And same goes to any of the work. That is very beautifully you said. So now, as we all know, that mindset is everything, and of course, we need to change our mindset and all. So one more thing that I believe, that your lifestyle matters a lot. Like,
Yeah.
what kind of rituals you are following, what kind of habits you are doing, are you maintaining your calendar, are you maintaining your habit tracker? That matters a lot. What do you think, that what kind of rituals you are following to make your lifestyle more better, more positive way, so that you can share with audience, so they can also get help.
Yes, so like in a day, I don't do many things, but yes, these are two to three things which if I do on a daily basis, either in the morning or in the evening, I am done to prepare myself for the day. So generally, it's in the morning. I don't have a specific time right now at which I wake up, like 7 a.m. or maybe sometimes 6 a.m. So this is how it all goes. So whenever, at whatever time I'm waking up, first thing which I do is gratitude writing, writing the 10 to 12 things for which I'm grateful for in my life. And it depends on what has happened with me yesterday. So today's gratitude was what happened to me yesterday. Tomorrow's gratitude will be based on today. So these are the first activity which I do is expressing gratitude. Second thing is reading a book for, like 15 to 20 minutes, anything which inspires me, anything which encourages me, so that I'm able to feed my mind with the positive thoughts, with the thoughts which kind of encourage me. Because if you are someone, again, if you are someone who has not even opened your eyes and you are on phone, the time you wake up in the morning, you are totally distracted, my friend. Because I have tried both the ways. Like, I have done my this experiment on me the first day, like when I started doing all of these rituals. I felt good. I felt that, I'm ready for the day. I felt that anything would come up, I'll be able to handle it, because I know this is sorted. And when this is sorted, I just listen to my heart. So the next day, I did another experiment, that I woke up and I just, like, I was on phone. I started checking my social media, my messages, all the people I want to contact. But this is not the way you need to start, because if you're going to get to the science behind it, the hormones are released in your body which make you feel that, like, why people get attracted towards social media and all of the other addictions, because it gives them pleasure. And
Yes.
dopamine is the thing, is the hormone inside us which gives us this pleasure, and we want to seek it more and more. Phone gives us pleasure, phone gives us the feeling that we are not alone inside. आप एक दिन किसी से फोन लेके देखो, पूरा दिन अकेले नहीं, they can't handle themselves only, because हम सबको अकेले रहने की आदत ही नहीं है, right? So the first thing is, start distancing yourself, कि आप जब उठो, at least 1 hour or at least 30 minutes you devote it to yourself.
Right.
For this, I'll just ask the audience a very simple question who are going to watch this, and to all of you who are going to watch this, I just want you to tell me yes or no in the comment section, that,
Yes.
would you ever want to be in a relationship where the other person is always lying to you, where the other person is not keeping their own commitments? You would not like them, right? You would not want such type of relationship. सो वाई आर यू डूइंग इट टू योर सेल्फ? अगर बोलते हो 5 बजे उठोगे, तो वो प्रॉमिस खुद से क्यों तोड़ देते हो? अगर
True.
बोलते हो कि मेरे को ये आज से हैबिट डालनी है, वॉक करने की या ये करने की, या जो भी आपको नया करना है, या फोन से दूर रहना है, तो वो प्रॉमिस वाई डू यू योर सेल्फ ब्रेक? You are not keeping a trust between your own conscious and subconscious mind. इसलिए आपके माइंड इतना कंडीशन हो चुका है आपकी बोलने से, कि आपके सबकॉन्शियस को ऑलरेडी पता है कि अगर
Right.
ये बोल रही है ना कि शी इज गोइंग टू फॉलो न्यू न्यू हैबिट, नहीं होगा, क्योंकि ये फोन पे ही रहेगी, ये मुझे पता है. सो
True.
योर माइंड विल स्टार्ट टू कंट्रोल यू, एंड यू विल बिकम अ slave of your own mind. So
True.
that's the first thing, that, like what I do is gratitude reading and asking myself what's my intention for the day. So these are the three things which I do.
Wonderful. You have very beautifully explained, and I am always doing the sabers. That is also very good,
Yes.
practice. That is obviously S means sit in silence, A means affirmation, V means visualization, E means exercise, and R means reading, and S means scribbling. So this is something is very very important. Like everyone need to do some kind of rituals, do some kind of me time. Like self love is very important. So when you
Yes.
don't have any me time, then it will be very difficult to balance your life. So, Gargi, how can you conclude this talk that how to change your mindset? Like what, as you have already shared a lot of good strategies and techniques, but if you want to end this show, how you have to conclude this?
Okay, I think for conclusion, the first step I would keep for all of you is take 100% responsibility in your life, because, like, there are three things which I have written it over here also, wherever like when I'm sitting in front of my study table, the first word that I see is no blaming, no complaining,
Okay.
and no excuses. These are the three mantras. Since the day I attempted to kill myself, from that day I made a point in my life that, Gargi, you know what? You have to take 100% responsibility in your life. So it's like a must for me that whatever happens, good or bad, I know I am responsible for it, or I'll take 100% responsibility of it. So that's the first thing, because अगर आप हमेशा दूसरों पर ही blame करते रहोगे, you will never be able to change yourself. And the only thing that the second thing which I want to tell people, in order to bring, like, a change in your mindset is, if you are too focused on the outside world, nothing is going to change. आप
Yes.
अगर किसी को बदलने में लगे हुए हो, या आप अगर किसी को मतलब यू आर ट्राइंग टू फोकस टू चेंज अदर पीपल अराउंड यू, दैट्स नेवर गोइंग टू हैपन. You need to look inside, and there's a very beautiful activity which I do. Whenever we blame, we are always doing like this, right? Ki it's because of you.
You.
But only one finger is pointing towards the person, rest three आपके पीछे आ
After.
रही है, राइट? दीज थ्री आपके ऊपर है.
True.
सो दैट मीन्स यू आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर वट एवर इज हैपनिंग. सो योर आउटर वर्ल्ड इज जस्ट रिफ्लेक्शन ऑफ वॉट इज गोइंग इनसाइड यू. अगर मेरे अंदर मैं अगर ब्रोकन हूँ, एम्प्टी हूँ, तो मुझे बाहर भी वही दिखेगा. एंड इट सेड दैट पीपल ट्रीट यू द वे you treat yourself. We treat other people like we teach other people how to treat us. अगर आप खुद की रिस्पेक्ट नहीं करते हो, लोग बोल तो देते हैं लाइक कोई प्यार नहीं करता, कोई केयर नहीं करता, कोई लाइक दे आर नॉट इवन बॉदर्ड दैट इवन आई मैटर और नॉट. यू आस्क योरसेल्फ, डू यू मैटर फॉर योरसेल्फ? क्या तुम अपनी उसी हिसाब से केयर, लव, रिस्पेक्ट करते हो? So the only message I want to tell all of you is, whatever you are seeking for in the outside world, validation, approval, like credit, appreciation, that someone is going to come and appreciate me, someone is going to come and tell me that how am I looking, or that special care, special love. But that's never going to happen. All you need to do is, answers are already in you, but you can only find them once you want to change. Because even if you are seeing this, even if you are listening to both of us, एंड इसके बाद भी आप कुछ एक्शन स्टेप नहीं ले रहे हो, माय फ्रेंड, यू जस्ट वेस्टेड योर टाइम. बिकॉज नोइंग
True.
प्लस नॉट नोइंग, नॉट इम्प्लीमेंटिंग इक्वल्स टू नॉट नोइंग. So
Yes.
all you need to do is, whatever we did today, take one takeaway. जितने भी breakthroughs आए, take one takeaway and carry it till the point you don't feel कि हाँ, इस point में मैंने mastery कर ली है. So that's the
Very
only thing I want to tell.
Very beautifully you explained. Yes, you have correctly said. Hurt people, hurt people. Of course, if I am hurt from inside, then I can give hurt. And always remember that, you can't give happiness until you are not happy from within. So that
Yes.
exactly the Gargi has said. And to conclude, I would definitely say that, if you feel that, yes, you can't change your mindset alone, then ask help. Gargi has a beautiful community. I have a beautiful community. You can join any of us or any of the mentor, whomever you connect. It doesn't mean that, only with me, us, only anyone, but join mentor, because when you join mentor, of course you get a beautiful tribe. And when you get a beautiful tribe, then of course it help you take action, because when you are seeing in the WhatsApp other is taking action, then you also feel like, okay, if she can do, why not I? So this is something that is very important to change the mindset. Take help, take a good community, growth minded people, then definitely you can, obviously you can change your mindset. So thank you so much, Gargi, for joining my live. It was a beautiful conversation that we have, and I really wish you all the best for your life. I know that you will grow like anything, because you're already doing great, and much more good fortune and abundance is coming your way. I really wish to see you in next 1 or 2 year in a very very good position. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for inviting me here, and thank you to everyone who are watching and who will be watching. Do share your, key takeaways in the comment section. And
Yes.
this wouldn't have happened without your questions. So thanks to the questions that you have asked. So it's just that the magic was in you, and I just, like answered it.
Thank you so much, dear. Thank you. Bye.
Yes,
Take
thank
care.
you.
Bye
Bye.
bye. Thank you.